We're learning to play Smelly Dog Blues. I'll just play through the whole piece. Now at the end it says DS al fine. DS means go back to the sign. The sign is right at the beginning of the piece on the top of the second bar. You can see that it's like a funny S with a line and two dots on it. So DS means go back to that sign and then carry on until you see the word fine. Now fine is written at the end of the second line, so that's actually where the piece ends. So in other words, you play the whole piece, you go back almost to the beginning and you continue until you see the word fine. I'll just play the first section and the second section, so you've just heard a bit of everything. So this is how it works. You've got your thumbs, both thumbs by the way are going to be sharing middle C, but just have a listen to the whole thing first of all. And then it goes back to the beginning and you play the opening section again. So for this first video, let's just learn the opening bit in the right hand, this phrase here. Now I should mention that this is in a jazzy swing style. So when you're in a jazzy or a swing style, instead of playing even quavers, which would be, you can see you've got 3 quavers at the beginning, if you played it exactly as it's written, it would just go. But we're going to make them jazzy, so the quavers have a jazzy feel. Okay, so that comes 3 times. So it goes 1, 2, 3. Then some other notes. We'll learn that later. Then some other notes. Then some other notes. The question, FDC, the end of the song. So those bits where I'm going to, then some other notes in the left hand, which I'm just leaving that out for the moment. You need to be aware of them being there, but we're just trying to get this right hand bit sorted first of all. So basically you've got this to play 3 times. Just to point out, on that bar where you've got the E flat, so you've got an E flat, and then the next note is E. Now you might think it goes, but the rule is if you've got a flat or a sharp and then that same note comes up within the same bar of music, that will also be flattened or sharpened. So this one's an E flat, so the E after it will also be an E flat. If they wanted an E natural, or an actual E, they'd have to write a natural sign in there. So here we go, we're just playing the right hand bit after 3. 1, 2, 3. Then some other notes. Then some other notes. Then some other notes. The question, the answer, the end of the song. So there's all those right hand bits, fairly straightforward, isn't it? Now I'm singing away going then some other notes, that's the left hand bit. So in the left hand, we've got this thing that goes, then some other notes. So that, now it looks quite complicated, doesn't it? You've got a sharp there, then a white note. But think of it this way, if you make an F chord, first of all, so your little finger is down on F, your middle finger's on the A, and your thumb's on the C, so there's an F major chord. Try this first of all, try just starting in the middle of the chord, skip up to your thumb, skip back to the middle and skip down to the little finger. So, middle, top, middle, bottom. So we've done this quite a bit before, haven't we? These things where you just find your place in the chord for a little tune. Now it's not ordinary quavers, which would be, it's jazzy quavers, swing. So you'll notice there's a little something missing from that because we got some other notes. There's the word then some other notes. Now, if you look at your music, can you see the first bit in the lower part is a sharp? Hopefully you've worked out that that's G sharp with your fourth finger, which is that finger playing G sharp, and that comes just before that A. So before we do this thing, you just need to pop in front of it the G sharp. Now notice the important note is not the G sharp, the emphasis comes on the next note. Da, 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 da. Then some other notes. So try that a few times. If you need to, pause the video. When you're ready, I'd like you just to go straight in and just put in the right hand bit. Now, so the right hand bit went with your thumb on middle C, and then just move your right hand out a little bit. Then you play that left hand bit in. Then some other notes, starting on the G sharp. Then it goes to the middle, top, middle, and you got it. That's the first bit. So that's your first section. So that's bars 1 and 2. Then the next 2 bars, very similar. That's the same. The left hand's almost the same. Now you'll want to go down to the bottom, but you're not. If you look at your music, you see it's your fourth finger on G natural. So they're cancelling out the sharp and saying put in that. Okay, so the first one ends down on your little finger, and the second one ends, you can bring your fourth finger back to the G. So I'm going to do all that from the beginning. Next bit. End on the fourth. Now the next bit, we're at the end of the first line. It's the same as the first bit. Now look at your second line, the last 2 bars now, we've got a bit in the left hand, a bit in the right hand, and a bit in the left hand. Now when I do this in class, I always sing the question, the answer, the end of the song. So I'm just going to play that a few times because it's quite easy to remember, it's quite catchy. The question, the answer, the end of the song. So the question's the left hand, the answer's the right hand, the end of the song is the left hand. The question, the answer, the end of the song. So what is the question? Let's have a look at the music. Hopefully you can work out that it's your fourth finger on G natural. It goes up to A and skips down to your little finger on F. So that's the question. G, A, F. Then the answer was the bit we did before in the right hand. F, D, C. So let's put those together. Notice your thumbs are still sharing C. So the left hand bit, the question, the answer, or G, A, F, F, D, C, or 4, 3, 5, 4, 2, 1. And then the very last bit, it's like the question. It's the same notes, but there's another 2 notes on the end. The end of the song. So G, A, F, G, F, G, A, F, G, F. So if I do all those 3 little bits, the question, the answer, the end of the song. So pause the video, go back on whatever you need. It's all in there, but you'll probably need to go back and look at things a few times so it's all clear. Things to remember, thumbs on C all the time. Although you'll obviously need to move a thumb out of the way if it's not being used. So let's put that all together. So start with the left hand. 1, 2, 3. Same as the first bit. Now stay with the left hand, the question, right hand, the answer, back to the left, the end of the song. So lots and lots of work on this first section. See if you can just get all of those first 2 lines, hands together. Remember the right hand and left hand are never playing at the same time. It's right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left. Just all the time swapping between the two hands.